To me, it feels like their confidence hasn't wavered. You would think that going into map 2, maybe the confidence was a little down. They really just could not keep up with the hyper-aggressive gameplay of uh, Team Mug. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words here because I'm just so excited to get into this round, but the confidence just hasn't wavered at all, it feels like. So I really don't know what to expect going into this, but well, it's been a little bit of a slow start, but it feels like, looks like by the look of the map, it's going to be an A hit here, and rotations are already coming in. It does not look like they want to go for a retake. Looks like they want to take the fight to them here. And Void is going in solo into the site. He's going to lose to Issa. No trade available, and Issa's getting a second. Issa gets a third on the site here, holding firm. And will we see our first A? No, Nair shuts it down. Azu left alone. And it's a 1v3, 30 HP. He has the spike, so at least able to most likely get plant here before any rotates are able to catch up to him. But it looks like most likely a round win here. Probably the momentum shift that Team Mug needed.
I'd say absolutely that momentum shifts.
And Issa, being the guy we always know him to be, he goes for the knife kill on the final. Knows last is low, so he just goes for it. And well, that's going to set him up pretty well for this second round here. However, Spike Plant going down does possibly mean a little bit more money for a buyback on Sheriffs for Locust 8 here. Or Lotus 8, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite possible. I mean, that was almost kind of surprising just in how quick that all happened. I mean, obviously, either of these teams are off the. It seemed like Team Mug was going.
I mean, yeah, Issa stepping up in that round for sure, and that allows him to force up a Phantom as well here, so possibly a big confidence booster for him here, especially considering he went for a knife kill. But Swass is the one who I need to see more confidence from. He misses his first shot on the Sheriff, not able to find anything, but he's still peeking, and I want to see more out of him. But I will continue to be denied that pleasure as Void takes him out. Issa gets the trade back on Brosicle. Issa against the world as he's taking a lot of damage, has to teleport out on 20 HP. And guns will be traded. Backstack here from Nair. Gets one, gets two, and cleans up the third. A clean little flank there. And just a beautiful end to that round.
These parasites aren't going to take one step past this
Absolutely
place.
wonderful, and Team Mug just coming in with an early advantage. Again, hard to expect anything from these teams, but I can't say I was expecting that.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I saw the flank coming around into market for a little while there. But all three is definitely good. I mean, good way to farm up your ultimate. Seeker is definitely being able to make a difference on the round from the sky. Also notable, Issa is one off of his ultimate, so a lot of intel could be secured from those two ultimates that possibly allows them to maybe turn this bonus into something else, but Quiz not giving a good start to it. He's going to fall early. Nair is tagged down and taken out, and the B site is fully in the hands of Lotus 8. Swass post up on the top of heaven, doesn't expect Brosicles. Brosicles refragged though by Issa, and it's up to Wavy and Issa. How many times have we had our eyes on these two? Can they do it again? Can they pull this back? Only an Ares on Wavy.
One enemy remaining.
Phantom on Issa. Nothing's going to come of this. It's going to be a full shutdown from Lotus 8. Why do I keep wanting to say Locust?
I have no idea about that. What I do know, though, is that was a pretty great round, and I'm glad Lotus 8 was back. It was also nice to spend a bit more time with Brosticles. It's obviously a very good player we haven't seen that much this game, so it was nice to see him for sure. And then with Wavy and Issa in the back, it seemed like an impossible situation, but as you and I both know, if anyone can bring it back, it would be those two.
Cutting through.
Yeah, certainly, and Swass still struggling a little here, but still, lead is left to Team Mug here, but this is a very important round here. Round 4 is always an important one because it determines where the economy of the game is going to go, and actually it's a pretty low buy here from Team Mug is Issa's gonna die with a Sheriff alone on the site. Wavy back on an Ares as well, so I'm interested as to
Spike planted.
why their economy was so low for this round. Ricky picking up Swass as well. Swass continuing to struggle bit by bit this game. Series has really just not been for him, and it's now a 3v5 retake. Makes that a 2v5 as Ricky gets one more on land.
Last player standing.
Fully overrun. Twist has been consistently good with a Sheriff slash the Headhunter on Chamber last game, but not going to find anything else.
Yeah, unfortunately. That being said, 2 versus 2. I'd say both these teams are in a pretty good place, and they both seem to be presenting us with the best that they're capable of, which is great to see.
Yeah, the biggest differential between the teams here is not the rounds, but rather the economy. Look at the numbers here for Lotus 8. It's very strong economy here, and barely scraping by is Team Mug. They have to get something going here, or else it's going to be save after save. That's not a position you want to be in. Ultimate's coming out actually right now as Valeno is set to stifle those Seekers, but Twist not cleared on the top. Swass is going to get 1, get 2 actually. This could be the round that we've been needing to see from him as Spike is recovered, but Swass hitting some very clean shots here. Possibly the confidence booster that he needs to really pull it together. Most likely a re-hit from B main, and it looks like they're just dead set on hitting B here. Smoke goes up and Azu gets 1. Flank coming in very quickly from Issa,
One
so
enemy
they
remaining.
execute on the site has to happen
Spike
soon
down
here.
B.
And well, Issa gonna find that flank on Izu. It's all up to Brosicle. He was so clean last game. Can we see more of that beautiful play from Brosicle here? Gets 1 onto Issa, recovers the spike, gets a neural theft, and that gives them the locations of all the players for this one. Swass getting aggressive on the peak here, then immediately falling back. And they're doing the
30
classic
seconds left.
Hilo setup. Wavy up top, drops down. It's now a same level engagement, but they are just playing the crossfire here, playing off each other's contact, and Brosicle will not even make it past the first obstacle. Wavy shutting it down.
I mean, you'd surely like to see it. Team Mug now winning in the score, but what can you tell me about economy?
I mean, yeah, it's starting to have a bit more of a chip in the armor, but still these just scrape by rounds from Team Mug has resulted in such a low economy. Issa able to get a rifle. The full team is able to get rifles. Only a Bulldog is their off gun, but even the armors are low. And meanwhile, Lotus 8 is able to full buy all rifles, almost all full armor. Once again, it's a thing where one round can completely shut down Team Mug here, but Swass, his confidence is up. This is what I've been waiting from him. This is the highlight machine that we've known him to be, and hopefully he keeps this form going as he finds the opening pick on the Brosicles. Player we know is capable of amazing plays. Rolling Thunder going into the site as Ricky is going to look to execute here. It's 1 onto Quiz. Will they expect Issa in the back of the site? Well, it doesn't matter if they expect him or not because he's gotten the kill. They know where he is. Issa gets 2 before traded back by Azu, and it's 1v2 by Azu here. Wavy and Swass. Swass and Heaven takes him down. Swass swings back out and takes the last kill. And it's another 2v1 win from Swass and Wavy.
Pretty impressive, and I mean, those two clearly have some well, but just team and when positions like this, and they tend to do exceptional. And I'm excited to see that same energy brought to end. Definitely not to Lotus. I mean, they are still at least for personally for me coming in, and they've completely dispelled them. So it's very impressive.
Yeah, now it's we were talking about the economy being so low for Team Mug, but look at the economy now for Lotus 8. Finally, it has been broken. Only Sheriffs and a Guardian to bring to this round, whereas it seems like finally it might be a bounce back economy for Team Mug. Wavy good for one, traded back by Ricky. This Guardian is one of the only things that they have going into this round that could pose a serious problem. And hey, Ricky is a good set of hands to have it in. He's been consistently performing. Lost gets one, but traded back by Brosicles. So this is a 3v3. A site secured for the most part,
Fake
except for
teleport.
Issa on the back site. We know what this guy is capable of. He's 9-4 right now. And also has his ultimate as a bit of a get out of jail free card based off of how this push goes. I don't know if they're actually ready to clear him in the back of the site. It looks like Ricky isn't fully aware of
30
this.
seconds
They
left.
will clear him, but a beautiful shot. Lisa being pushed in, flashes
One
out,
enemy
gets
remaining.
both actually with the flash,
Spike
and the
down
paranoia
A.
comes around on Volcano too, and it's gonna be Quist cleaning it all up. What a round there from Team Mug. Actually, a very, very clean execute or sight hold there instead.
Extremely clean. As Team Mug been this entire game, it seems like extremely clean with their plays. I don't know, you mentioned Issa was 9, but now it's 11-4. A pretty excellent ratio, honestly, going into these later rounds.
He still has his ultimate as well. I'm interested to see how he's going to use it. He's been getting a lot of intel out of it, but I feel like not much has been found off of it, at least on Bind. But Bind overall was a bit of a struggling map for them, so let's see how they do with the... What was that right click from Swass? He really just said, Jesus, take the wheel, and, well, it worked out, I guess. Gets the headshot on one of the knives, and that's all you need. Posted up now in mail with a judge, and Issa to play off of the contact as well. Smoked off. I feel like Swass might just jump through this smoke. Oh, I can feel it. Surely, right? If any noise is made here in Vent, Swass is just going to go right through the smoke, I feel. And Issa actually going to find Ricky inside of rope. He's making great use of the Yoru teleport, I think. Smoke goes up, and yep, Swass goes right through the smoke,
Spike
gets
down
two,
mid.
finds all the players in mid. Brosicle left alone in Vents, and it looks like they are aware of him. I don't know if he made some sort of noise, but they are just honed in on him. Swass tries to take him out, but a bit of an overextension. He's going to lose his life, but surely that will not be enough for Brosicle.
30 seconds left.
Ultimate is
Twist,
ready.
bit of trolling, I feel there. Given a bit more of an opportunity here to Brosicle. Issa shutting it down from the back of rope. And this has just been a clean half so far. Not much to really comment on in terms of negativity for Team Mug here.
Absolutely not. Even for Lotus 8, I feel like they're just pushing against what has proven to be, at least this game, an exceptional team, but I'm interested to see how the rest of this will go, if the dynamic will switch after the side switch. It's always hard to tell. Team Mug are very competent defenders, but we can also see that they can put the pressure and the heat on when they need to as well.
Certainly, and Issa sitting at 13-4. He has consistently been finding value. And, well, Void, a player who's struggled with consistency this series, is going to find Issa shutting that
I've got
down.
your trail.
Swass with an Operator, and also Wavy chiming in with a Phantom. Nair goes through the smoke into a Seeker and is taken out by a Sheriff, so that might open up this round
Spike
for
planted.
Lotus 8. Wavy, a player we have been singing the heralds of, but seeing a very... In map 2, we saw glimmers of greatness, but nothing consistent. But we'll see. He seems to have slipped the net. I don't know if they know. I don't know if Lotus 8 know that he's this close. It seems like they're not aware, but Azu finds him anyways. Swass has to find
Last
something from
player
heaven here
standing.
because Quiz is shut down. It looks like it is just going to be the save from Swass as he backs off and saves this operator. I do find it a bit interesting going for the op on Split. Split is notoriously a close quarters map. How do you feel about this, Max?
I mean, it's definitely not a conventional choice, but it might work out
Well,
a
if there's
little bit
anything,
weird.
if there's anything we can say about Team Mug, it's not
Yeah,
a conventional choice.
Oh. Exactly,
like-
and I think, like you said, Jesus takes the wheel. Sometimes Jesus does take the wheel, and sometimes he doesn't. And I think that's exactly what Team Mug is just doing, rapid experimentation, and it's sometimes working out, sometimes isn't. But
Yeah, certainly. Well, 6-3 so far in the half, and before this map very slightly after the reworks favors defense, but it's been mostly even. I believe this is one of the more even-sided maps in the pool currently, if I remember correctly. So 6 is pretty solid for the defense. 6-6 is not an uncommon map to see at all in this map. It's usually either 6-6 or 7-5, and it kind of goes both ways. It depends on the teams who are playing it. So you can say quota has been hit, but not quite for Lotus 8. They need to rack up a couple more rounds here, and that's going to be hard with Quiz putting in as much work as he has been in these last few rounds. It feels he's been pretty consistent. He had a bit of a slow start to this game, but I feel like he's really been picking up these last few rounds. A second crisp shot onto the back of the site. They discover one more sitting down in hell, and Nair is going to take him down. Teleport into the back of the site. Quiz is up on top of the platform. Swath spots out Ricky. Ricky is taken out. Quiz with a 3K, and it's another defuse. 7 rounds now on the defensive half here. We're not even done.
No, definitely not done, but Team Mug is certainly dominating, and say the best for their defensive half, but
I wonder if this I wonder if this is the return to form that we've been waiting for Mug. We didn't really see it much from map 2. Like we said, glimpses of something great, but not quite. So I have to wonder if this is them firing on all cylinders. Is it really, can Lotus 8 really just not contest them when Issa's performing the way he's performing?
that's one thing that I find interesting. Wavy's sitting down there at the bottom of the scoreboard. Not to mean that Wavy has an asset in this game, but more just to say, this is a team that can clearly perform whether one of Issa or Wavy is not performing up to necessarily the standards that they have.
Even then, it feels like they haven't had to rely on him much. Issa currently sitting at 14-6, Swath sitting at 8-6. Like, it's been a pretty solid half here from their duelists. I mean, that's kind of what you expect. Teleport back from Issa. The full site has been retaken, and it's now a 2v2. We got a little overzealous with talking about the players there because we missed almost this entire round. Issa contributing even more in Swath. Well, we were just talking about him, so, I mean, I guess no matter what, we would have kept talking about Issa and Swath cleaning up the rest of this round. That is 8 now for the defensive half.
Pretty glorious, and this game is going no.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, certainly.
Pretty impressive.
A lot of frags going back and forth, but it just seems like Issa and Swath. A lot of Issa, but still, like I said, Swath has been contributing pretty consistently in each round, whereas Issa is like just, I mean, he's finding a lot of 3-4Ks, I feel. Maybe not as many 4Ks, but the man is just, it's been 11 rounds and he's got 16 kills, you know? He's getting well over 1 kill a round.
And dominant, even if you look at the scoreboard as a total.
Blinded.
He really is. And, well, Swath's hoping to pick up a little bit of domination. He's going to tag 1, I think. Did he break the Cypher, I think? So that's going to be a lot of damage onto Brosicles, a star player from map 2. So if he's able to be shut down as he has so far, then perhaps that's the equation for Team Mug to win this. Nair set up on the off angle in the heaven. He gets spotted out, and they actually just decide to rotate off of this. Going back to vents, they're getting funneled right into the A site, where Wavy and Swath are already set up. However, they do have a little bit of util to contest this. And Swath is down to 20 HP, so Wavy is the big factor here. Will Wavy get 1? He gets 1. Can he get more? We know him to be good for more, but he's not this time. Valino is able to take him out, and it's now a 3v3 retakes. Player still low, but healed up by the sky. Nair, lurking in the back of the site, gets hit by a tripwire, but Quiz gets 1, Quiz gets 2, gets a 3rd. He just teleported into the back of the site and got all of them with a Bulldog, not even a Phantom or a Vandal. I mean, unbelievable seems at the end of that round, right?
Absolutely kind of crazy. I mean, I was hoping for Wavy's. When it didn't happen, I honestly mean, they're a very well performing. We just keep seeing that over and over. Shadow of a doubt about the team they're pounding, which you definitely can't say about every team. What are you feeling about this going in?
I mean, we keep talking about Wavy, but I feel like we just don't need to as much. Yeah, he's a star. He's an amazing player, but he's just not needed right now. 9-3
No.
on the half with just. I mean, it's not like he's underperforming and they're losing. He just doesn't need to. Issa gets 2. Valino and Void trade back 2 as well. One with a kill, one with a pistol, one with a util. So equalized and slowed down on this attacking half. Let's see if this is truly still a defender-sided map. Ricky set up in a good spot. Does he hear this player rotating through sewer? I don't know if he did. Oh, he is now. He's looking back towards it, and Ricky gets 1 inside a mail. They thought this was cleared by Quiz ages ago, and now they're going to have to repinch him. Wavy gets 1, Quiz gets 1 as well, so now it's a 1v1. Both players at 100 HP, but util in the hands of Valino, and Wavy can't win this out. This could be the start of something beautiful.
It absolutely could. I think so too. We had a 1v1 with Wavy, which Lotus 8 managed to win. And not only that, this is Lotus 8's first defensive game. And I'd say that was well played. It was hard won. It was a hard fought victory. Lotus 8 still came out on top. I think if they keep playing defense like this, they have a good chance at trying to at least even out the scores of this game.
Yeah, now leading into the second round, it's a couple of sheriffs on the attacking side and mostly specters, Stinger and a bulldog for the defenders. Defenders definitely favored for this, but never count a sheriff out of the game. It could put in some work. We'll see how that goes. Polino manages to find 1 onto Swass, and yeah, it's just looking like this might be a clean round here. I don't want to speak too soon, but the dog actually goes over the ramp player, and Lady gets 1, brought down to about 50 HP, but Chris gets 1 as well. Issa gets a 3rd. I did speak too soon, as these pistols are starting to make a big difference. B-site is almost confirmed to be open, and Azu has to fully retake heaven here. They can't afford to play together. They have to split a site because they don't know where this is going. The execute could go either way because they don't know where the players are. However, we know that this is an A execute, so it's all up to Polino on this bulldog. Gets 1, gets not the 2nd, as Issa off of the flash is able to get a trade. And this is all left up to Azu. We haven't seen much out of him so far, and we won't see much from him here. Issa shuts it down, and what a devastating round to lose here.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Issa, honestly. But also, I'd like to point out, Valino has been kind of quieter, but still the top of their team's scoreboard, and has been performing quite well all day. Even though that was definitely an L for Lotus 8, it was still indicative of potential for their team. I mean, it's getting near the end here.
I mean, attacker timeout called here by Wavy, it seems, so... interested to see why they're calling a timeout when Team Mug just won the round. Maybe wanted to slow it down, count their blessings perhaps with that last round, or I don't know. It's interesting for sure.
It's definitely a bit weird. I mean, I'm sure we can assume this isn't technical. This seems like it. Though I agree, this seems like something Lotus 8 might be feeling as. What do you think Lotus 8's route back to kind of evening this out and potential overtime would be?
Oh, they have to save here, so unless they pull off some kind of miracle with 5 classics, they have to just count on a win streak with rifles. I mean, they've shown that they're confident and comfortable with their rifles. Once they're able to get into their buys, they're able to really just start to control more of the map and more of the flow of the match. So they unfortunately kind of probably just have to swallow the tough pill of this round's most likely going to be lost. They have no ults to work with, no guns to work with. It's just, yeah. This round is most likely going to be a wash in the favor of in the favor of Team Mud. Big teleport going out to try and psych Void out a little bit. And, well, it's gonna do its job in getting the nade out. Actually, that's one of the more dangerous pieces of util here. He's gonna send another one in. Is this gonna be another fake TP, or is he gonna? Yeah, it's another fake TP. Swass getting a pick inside of a mid, taking out the player of Volino in mail, and Issa fighting Void around the pillar here. I just really don't see a way into this round for
Anyone else?
Lotus
My ult's
8.
ready.
Sure enough, Issa just farming up those eco frags.
Last player standing.
Swass contributing as well. No way into this round. It is a flawless round, which is going to look great for the bank account. Plant going down as well, so just a really, really solid round for the economy of Team Mug here.
Yeah, they're really putting Lotus 8 into a tough position at this point. It's becoming harder and harder to come back, though. It is still on. And we saw with last game, Lotus 8 is able to get a couple of wins, keep the pressure going, and get on a pretty good streak. That being said, with the way the score's looking now, it's going to be extremely difficult for Lotus. And the way that
this has been such a one-sided map. Already up to 11 to his Team Mug, and they're just running away with this right now. 1 point away from match point.
Absolutely.
Cutting through.
Yeah. Well, here comes the full buy though from from Lotus 8. This is a make or break round. If they lose this, it's most likely over. They have to make something work here. And not only that, but with each player they lose, their economy becomes so much weaker. So you almost need at least 3 alive by the end of this round, and possibly a flawless would be best, and I just don't see that happening with the form Mug's been in. They also have the ultimate from Issa here to get so much intel on the site. He's going to be able to scout out everything, and he notices that it's mostly open. Void taking out Swaz, and it's not going to be a backstab here from Issa. Issa gets 1, Issa gets 2. He teleports back to the site to be able to help with this post-plant situation, and Quiz is set up at the top of these rafters. It doesn't look like Brosicle is even aware of this. That's some noise being made. He does spot him out, but Brosicle taken out by Quiz. Flash comes in too late, and the flash from Nair is beautiful as Quiz gets 1 more, all left up to Void at the top of heaven. He's in a 1v3, surely not winnable, and Quiz is going to contribute to the last 17 on 11, and Issa is 25 in 7 right now. This scoreline is just brutal.
Absolutely devastating. And Issa, Quiz, and Swass have all had fairly amazing games, honestly. I mean, Quiz, that game really shined. Issa is always doing phenomenally. And it's honestly just seems like Lotus 8 is just having trouble even keeping up at this point.
Here.
Yeah, certainly. Now match point, low buy here. This is it. This is possibly where it ends. We will see our champion and our #1 seed. But Swass with the judge going up close. Volino gets a wallbang onto him, so possibly this isn't over yet. Lotus 8 not ready to give up, but it's such a hard fight. Void, though, he's not afraid at all, and he gets 1 more kill onto ramp, possibly trying to press his advantage, but not. Deciding to back off now, and he has his ult as well. So Void could be the difference maker in this round. Once again, the low economy is the biggest deal here. Even if they win this round, the more players that are lost by Lotus 8, the worse it gets. So they possibly need to try and get a flawless. I wouldn't be surprised if the showstopper came out for it. Quiz set up inside the smoke, waiting for an opportunity here maybe. Top ramp has been resecured by Nair. Quiz spotting out the top Raptor player, has to deal with screens as well. Stunned up, and A main is just a death trap. Void turning around, taking out the top ramp player. Another nade sent out. Wavy takes a lot of damage from it, 50 HP off the board. Void pushing up, 3 kills on the round. Will he get the 4th? Most likely not. Actually, he will. Picks up the Vandal again, and that's a Void 4K to try and turn this map around. But they need 7 rounds, an 8-round streak just to push overtime. I don't know if I see that happening.
I don't know if I do either, Alderia, but I have to say, this was the Lotus 8 we were watching last game, and it was nice to see a glimpse of them. I mean, regardless of if they managed to save it here, it was still a flawless victory on a match point round for Team Mug, which even the confidence to be able to pull that off. You need to remain very calm and collected when facing almost unbeatable odds, and they managed to do that.
Yeah, Void looking for an early fight mid possibly, but he's just gonna back out to
Cutting
male. They can't play too risky here, or they have to play super risky. There is no in between. You cannot sit on a fence in
Decoy.
situations like this. Instead, you have to go for it all. And Issa completely tricks Valeno there, and this might just be the opening that they need. Swass poking towards A heaven or B heaven.
Fake
Issa has
teleport.
full control of vents. This is such a split hold now because
Here.
Lotus 8 just really doesn't know where this attack is going to be coming in. Void, the hero of the last round, is going to have to try and go big here. Nade tossed into male, nothing found. Azu equalizes onto Issa. So it's a 4v4 again, and Azu repositioning to screens. They want to keep control of A here. They do not want to give this up, as they've read into this being an execute on it. Wavy getting the neural theft is going to allow them to know the locations of all the defenders here. So they see that it's a 2A,
30
2B,
seconds
with,
left.
or 2A with 1 in CT and 1 B. They just go for the A site and instead are going to try and play this
Spike
retake.
planted.
But ultimate pop from Void. Will he expect the close angle? He doesn't, but he does manage to trade it out. Swass gets one, Quiz gets one as well. Azu
One
trades
enemy
back.
remaining.
Azu gets two. It's now a 1v2. We've talked so
One
much about
enemy
Wavy.
remaining.
He gets one. Will he get the second? Repositioning, Azu doesn't know where he's repositioned to. He thinks he's still in hell, and I don't think Azu clears this. Wavy, the player who you would
Attackers
expect
win.
to be consistently there, is the one to close out a 1v2, and that will be Team Mug taking the first seed for our